Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we have some episode 3 news for the Division 2. If you guys didn't know, there was a live stream earlier today of the steady game. They did provide us with some information. I want to make a video and give you guys the entire synopsis of that thing. If you didn't see it, I will have a link in the description to the full live stream. But if you are here for the recap, you are in the right spot. So if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for my videos, and let's get right into this. Alright, so like I said, episode 3 is coming. We do have a kind of time frame of when this is coming out. There's no specific date, but they did say somewhere in February this thing is coming out. Obviously, episode 3 is going to be 100% free, so if you are worried about paying money or if you should buy it or not, don't worry, it is 100% free for whatever platform you do play on. Also, they did say this update is coming with no PTS. The reasoning behind that is because this is going to be a more of a story kind of update. It's going to provide you with new missions, new assignments, and just stuff like that. There's not really a lot of balancing changes or kind of fixes that you have to test out or the public should test out. So again, that's the reasoning behind that. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that. I wish there was a PTS because obviously having a PTS is going to be a little bit better for the future, in my opinion, because if there's some bugs or if there's some issues with specific missions or just specific items coming in that update, you could obviously discover that in the PTS and not have to be frustrated in the actual live game. But again, I do also see the reasoning why, because they don't want to spoil the missions or the assignments and stuff, so I kind of get the both sides of the story right here. But February is pretty much the time frame for this update, so again, it's sooner than a lot of people expected. Pretty excited about that, and we'll see what it brings to the official game. Also, with episode 3, we are getting 2 new story missions that are coming. We're also getting a new specialization. Now, unfortunately, we have no specific date of what it is, but they did say a lot of people have been guessing it, so I'm assuming what everyone has been kind of talking about is the specialization that's coming. We have no, again, specific information on that, or what it is, what it does, but a new specialization will be coming in episode 3. We're also getting 2 new classified missions or assignments. That's pretty much coming with every kind of update we had so far. The next thing I talked about was actually a new exotic SMG that's coming. This is what it looks like, and it is kind of a vector model SMG. This is going to be, once again, a exotic. And what's really cool about it is it changes colors on whatever you stand on. So if you're standing on grass, the camo of the weapon is going to be green. If you're standing on, let's say, asphalt or pavement, it's going to be a different color as well. So whatever you're standing on, that's what the camo of the weapon is going to be. Pretty cool feature, I would say. Is this something I was really hoping for an exotic weapon to do in the game? Not really, but again, hopefully it's a good exotic. Hopefully you can make some really nice builds with it, and it's not something that you could just kind of, put in your stash and never really use it once you get it. So this is what it looks like. Once again, pretty cool. Let me know your opinions of it in the comment section below. The next thing they showed us was actually the Coney Island trailer for episode 3. If you guys didn't see it, this is the trailer I'm going to show you guys. It's about 30 seconds. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it. It's been released about 6 months ago or so. But if you forgot about it or you haven't seen it, here is the official trailer for episode 3.
We had the training. We fought to protect the weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice. If we don't stop him, there will be nothing left to save.
So yeah, that is a trailer. Pretty interesting, I would say, in my opinion. It does hint a New York City kind of return when it zooms out the camera, and I don't know, pretty interesting. You tell me what you think about this. I've been saying this for a pretty long time now. I do think that we are going back to New York City. Maybe not specifically in the time zone we were in the Division 1, but I do think that it is coming back to New York City somewhere, or somehow it is coming back to this city. So I don't know, you tell me about this trailer, what you think about this, what it means and stuff. I'm pretty interested to see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. Now, they did also say the new raid is not coming with episode 3, which is kind of unfortunate. This thing has been getting delayed for quite a while now. And again, in episode 3, it is not coming in February, which kind of sucks. I know a lot of people were expecting this, but it is coming after that. So whatever that means, whenever the next update is after episode 3, that's when the raid will be coming out. I'm sure it's going to be not a long wait, but you really never know with a raid and with them kind of releasing them. You never know. It could be a month, it could be a couple weeks, it can be 2 months. So whenever episode 3 drops, after that, the new raid will be coming out as well. The next thing they mentioned was actually a static game roadmap for January topics. So this is the image they provided with us on January 15th. You can see they're going to be talking about item stats, RNG, and UI. January 22nd, recalibration and skill power, and January 29th, they're going to be mentioning episode 3 and specialization number 6. These are pretty much the steady game topics once again for January, so if you do want to see any of this information kind of live when it happens, these are the dates of the steady game, so definitely check it out if you want to. And that was pretty much it for the steady game, honestly, for episode 3 kind of information for what it was hyped about. Not really the most information. They did talk about some other kind of topics as well, I will mention in 1 second, but I do want to say for episode 3, I don't think this is the best or kind of what people were looking for information from the steady game. Now obviously there is going to be a lot of live streams before episode 3, so they can mention, you know, more changes or some other things that are coming. But for now, this only looks like another kind of regular update of just new missions, a specialization, a exotic, and that's pretty much it. I did wish there was going to be a lot of kind of talks about PvP changes, or maybe some reworks of how the Dark Zone works, or, you know, conflict, but for now, this is kind of the information we are working with. They did say they're going to be kind of discussing Dark Zone changes and Dark Zone stuff coming up soon, so you know, I guess we have to wait and kind of find out what that means. But for now, once again, this is episode 3, all the information we did get provided with, and so far this is everything that is coming in February. Now the next thing they talked about was actually some kind of topics that are going on right now, or some of the things that are as well going to be fixed in the future. So first of all, in episode 3, there's going to be a cache change, the Vanity Changes. Now, when you ever get a duplicate from those caches, you're going to get something called textile points, and once you get the textile points, you can collect as many as you can and buy a specific vanity item that you want. Now, you will get these textile points from getting duplicates only from these caches, and then whenever you acquire a certain amount of them, you will be able to buy a specific vanity item. Now, I think that's pretty cool if you are looking for maybe a, you know, pair of pants or pair of boots or whatever you're looking for, instead of kind of opening those caches and just getting duplicates and just, you know, having to open them. Whenever you get a duplicate, you can get these points and just buy whatever you're looking for. The next thing they did say was the raid summary is giving wrong information as well towards the end, so this is something they're looking at. And also they did say the raid is being completed a little bit too fast. They're also looking into this as well. Not really sure what that means. Maybe there's an exploit that people are using, maybe they're just using or just skipping certain parts that were not meant to be skipped. But they did say with the raid summary and just overall raid, it is being completed a little bit too fast. The next thing they mentioned was actually invisible walls, and they did say that this could be happening to slow disk speeds on your computer, or just in general slow disk speeds. Now, I'll be quite honest, I do have a pretty fast SSD in my computer and I'm not really seeing too many invisible walls, so it could be true. Again, it just really depends on your disk speeds according to them. Now, honestly, I do think they have to fix this on their end as well, but this is pretty much what they said. So if you are having a lot of invisible walls and you are on PC, you can think about getting an SSD if you don't have one. Obviously, it's something they have to fix. But again, this is pretty much what they said as a recommendation. And the final thing they talked about was actually DZ shotguns. Now DZ shotguns, as you guys know, are very strong, very kind of, I don't want to say overpowered, but they're pretty cheesy right now, and they are being looked at for the next updates. This is going to be coming out with a change in episode 3, TU7, so DZ shotguns are going to be fixed. They didn't really say how, and I'm not really sure either, because nerfing them is not really fixing the problem. I think they're going to do something else about it, but they are being looked at and changes are coming very soon. So yeah, that is pretty much everything for the state of game today for January 8th, 2020. If you guys did enjoy this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and again, if you want to see the full live stream of this kind of stream, I will have a link in the description below. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.